Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly winery update. I'm your host, Amanda, and thank you so much for joining me. It's good to be back, and hopefully, you can hear me and my connection is working. I live in Cambridge, Wisconsin, and we currently are still without internet, so I am using my cell phone here. So, fingers crossed it is working here, and you guys will be able to tune in and watch the show. So, first things first, I am sipping on some blueberry wine that was left on my desk today. No joke. Came back from running some errands, and Lisa had left some wine on my desk, and so cracked one of those bottles open, and that's what I am sipping on here. So if you guys are sipping on something good, let me know what you're drinking tonight. If you are a Parks and Rec fan, hopefully you might get the reference of like having like blue lips and teeth. So far, I'm clear. This must be like more of a natural blueberry wine. But there's this TV show where this guy drinks a whole bunch of blueberry wine at a winery, and his lips get all blue. So it's not our blueberry, but it is still pretty good. Of course, I'm not biased or anything, but I like ours better. But this one is pretty good. It's definitely a lot drier, which is why Lisa didn't like it. But she knows I like the drier ones. Whew. All right. So you guys may or may not know why we did not have a weekly winery update last week, but I'm going to fill you in on what was going on last week, because last week was a crazy, crazy week in my life. So some of you may know I have been going through a like miniature executive MBA program, is kind of the best way to describe it, through the Goldman Sachs Foundation. It's called 10,000 Small Businesses, and it's like a semester of intense classes to help you grow your business. You create a growth plan and create a pitch presentation and everything. And so last week, they flew all of us graduates out to New York City to the Goldman Sachs headquarters. And we just had a week-long event of seminars and presenting those growth pitches and networking and everything. And it was amazing. I had a great time, but on Wednesday night, we were out to dinner, and I did make it back to the hotel like barely just in time, but I don't know if I would have had the energy or been able to go live and give you like the normal show. I did think about going out into like the streets and doing a quick live, but man, I was wiped. It was, like I said, just a crazy week. The days were super long, but I learned a ton of stuff, and I met some really amazing people too. And it was just really fun to be at the Goldman Sachs headquarters right downtown. And Friday, I did finally get to have a day to be kind of a tourist. I got to go see the Rockefeller Christmas tree, which was so fun. They have these little shacks that you buy a hot chocolate and a churro, and you get to sit in the shack and just look over at the ice rink and the Christmas tree and everything. So I got to do a little bit of fun stuff. Otherwise, it was just like a conference with filled action packed with business stuff. So we did get a copy of a really good book that I think we might have to make one of our books for book club coming up here in the future. So stay tuned for that. I have started reading it, and so far it was really good. Randy says, whoop whoop, go Amanda. Thank you, Randy. He's such a good cheerleader. You'd never guess it looking at him, but I think he secretly was a cheerleader in a previous life or something. All right. This week we don't really have like events going on, because there's kind of like a big event happening on Saturday. So we'll kick off with this week's event, hopefully. And just Merry Christmas, everybody. What are your plans? What do you guys have going on for the holiday? So, if you celebrate the holiday, maybe you don't celebrate the holiday, it's just another weekend for you. But we do have special hours. FYI, want to make sure everybody knows we are going to be celebrating with our families on Saturday. So, the winery will be closed on Saturday. And then on Friday, we are closing early at 3 o'clock. So if you guys have any fun plans, let us know here in the comment section. I'm going to be having my parents over on Christmas Eve. Our tradition is to do hors d'oeuvres on Christmas Eve. So we just kind of snack our way through the evening and, do the cheese tray and maybe some spinach dip. Probably just like I'll just steal everything from the winery and just kind of work our way through the winery food menu because that all sounds delicious. So then we're going to be doing that on Christmas Eve. And then Saturday, we're just going to go to my parents' house and have a nice little small family gathering. So let us know what you guys are going to be up to if you're traveling to go see any family. Last weekend, we traveled to go see my in-laws in Iowa. So then this weekend, we get to stay put and just hopefully relax and spend some good time with family again. Laura is staying home and watching the Packers on Christmas Day. I didn't even know the Packers are playing on Christmas Day, so that's good to know. And they're doing everything New Year weekend and going to Christmas Eve service at church. Nice. Yes, I've heard of quite a few people who are celebrating New Year's weekend, so next weekend. Stacy's watching. She says, come see Mel and I on Christmas Eve at the winery. So we will be open 11 to 3 on Christmas Eve, and Stacy and Mel will be running the show. So Stacy wants you guys to come and visit her. I love it. All right. Let's see here. Like I said, we've got the special hours going on. We'll be open. This says 11 to 4, but we did change it to 11 to 3. So double check on that. But we will be there Christmas Eve, 11 to 3, and then we're going to be closed on Christmas Day. We are, speaking of Christmas, we have gone now to, instead of selling the Christmas boxes, the bottles in them individually, we're doing 6-packs. So you can, of course, still get a 12 lines of Christmas box, or if there are bottles that you wanted to get more of, or if you didn't get a box, but you really wanted to try some of them, we are doing 6-packs now. So if you want to come in and grab a 6-pack, come join us this week and get one of those before they are gone. All right, next week, we are going to be ending the year with just regular hours, business as usual next week. Wednesday through Saturday, we'll be there 11 to 7 and Sunday 11 to 5. Last I checked, there were still some dome reservations available too. So if you guys haven't gotten in your domes bookings yet, then you better get that in here. I know some people are going to be joining us on Christmas Eve in the domes. We're very excited for that. And then I don't know if there's any available on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, but if you just go to our website and hit the link, you'll be able to see what the availability is. And of course, we'll have plenty of availabilities this next year. All right. Next up, I want to check in with Allie so I can drink some more of my wine.
Back to another Pour Decisions. Today, we are going to take one of my cocktail mixers
technology may or may not play.
To another Pour Decisions. Today, we are going to take one of my cocktail mixers in elderflower lemon, and
that's going to be a bummer because the title of it is Glitz Spritz, which I can only imagine has like glitter in it and will be delicious. So, dear Spectrum, why aren't you
back to another Pour Decisions. Today, we are going to take one of my cocktail mixers in Elderflower Lemon and Sunday Funday Sparkling to make a Glitz Spritz. Because we are using a cocktail mixer in this one, I am going to use a cocktail shaker. And that, first I'm going to pour some ice in here.
Otherwise, it might just randomly play. So all of a sudden you see
Just a little bit. I'm going to add about 2 ounces of the Pour Decisions Elderflower Lemon cocktail mix into, good enough, into the shaker.
All right, I'm giving up on the Pour Decisions video, but how about this? Instead, we'll talk about the holiday mini mixers. We do still have a couple sets of these, and they are going quick. They're like the best stocking stuffer ever. They have gingerbread. There's like an apple spice. So there's they make 3 different little bottles. They make 2 cocktails each. She's got the recipe card with them too. So if you need any last minute gifts, come and grab some of these little holiday mini mixers and then get a bottle of wine to go with it. That sounds like the perfect Christmas gift. If anyone still, needs to get something for me, you can just come in and grab this. So the holiday mini mixers. And I know Allie was going to start working on some cocktail videos with the mixers and some hard liquor too. So I'm kind of excited. I think she might be filming those next week, at least 1 or 2 of the videos. So I need to plan out my schedule accordingly so that I am going to be at the winery when these drinks are poured, because for some reason, I don't know if she's doing it on purpose, but she keeps making her cocktail videos when I'm not there, and then I don't get to actually try and enjoy the cocktails. So I gotta stalk her schedule, and then once I know when she's gonna be mixing the cocktails, I'm gonna be there so I can try them out in person. Okay, let's talk about the wine of the month quick. Darling Doe de Chinook. It's a mouthful to say, but it's delicious. A lot of people have been picking this up because it is the smoothest dry red. It's just very easy and light. And so if you are unsure what to buy people or you want to bring a drier wine to the party, holiday celebration, etc., this is like the new go-to, especially since I'm pretty sure we're sold out of Antler Shed right now. And that's normally the one I recommend for people to take to parties or give to people who they don't know for sure what they like. A lot of people who are generally sweet wine drinkers are picking this one out. So come and try the Darling Doe de Chinook, which is our December wine of the month. Okay, let's see. We have been teaming up with the Humane Society, and this month our pet is already adopted. She was beyond adorable, and so stay tuned for our pet for next month. We are teaming up with the Southern Wisconsin Humane Society out of Rock County, and this little cat, her name was Eve. She's already adopted, thankfully, so it was already successful, and I'm really excited. Mel is going to be hopefully adopting a cat from there soon, so stay tuned. I feel like we need to start doing like a pet, something with pets here on the update. My sister-in-law at the holiday celebration last weekend got a hilarious photo of my dog Miko sleeping on my lap, and I was just passed out because, needless to say, I was still really tired from my New York trip. So we might need to start a funny pet photo kind of contest thing. I don't know. There's something there. Stay tuned. And we talked a little earlier about book club. The book for January is The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dade. It's a really good book about a guy who just all of a sudden disappears, and his wife finds a big bag of money, or his daughter. His wife and daughter are just kind of left in the dust. They don't know why he disappeared, where he went, if he's coming back. etc. It's just a really good mystery. So that we're going to be meeting on January 13th at 6 p.m. to discuss the book, The Last Thing He Told Me. Gosh, I feel like there should be so much more stuff on here, but I don't have dates or anything. The tickets aren't available, I guess, but I do want to talk about some of the fun stuff that Mel is working on planning coming up, especially in January. So one of the things I'm most excited for is we are planning a Clue dinner party. So it's kind of like a murder mystery, only it'll be a little different because we're tying in the board game Clue, and so it's going to be a dinner party. We are going to be catering with Anytime Catering and doing multiple courses. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That is going to be the last weekend of January. I think like the 30th or 31st of January. So stay tuned for the tickets and more details on that. But we are working on that. We've just got lots of different things going on for December and January here. Well, so for December, don't forget, we do have the envelopes right now too. So if you come in, make sure you get an envelope. And then when you come back to the winery in January, we will open that envelope up and we will see what's inside. So it could be a free glass of wine. It could be a free bottle of wine. I don't know. We'll find out when you come back in January. I'm trying to think of what else. We need to have Mel come on here and talk about all the fun stuff she's planning. She's already working on the music schedule for next year too. I think a lot of the musicians are already getting booked out for next year. I know we've got some live music coming up here in January, so stay tuned for that too. And next week is going to be New Year's Eve already. I can't believe it. I don't have any plans. If you guys have any suggestions, something fun to do, let me know. I am totally up for some options. Last year, I got my first dose of the vaccine on New Year's Eve, so that made for an interesting New Year's Day. Oh no, Aubrey says she didn't get her envelope tonight. She'll have to get one Christmas Eve. Yes, so if you don't get an envelope, just make sure to let us know and we'll get you one. It's an easy thing to forget since it's not something that we normally do. And like tasting cards, that's something we normally do and have done for forever. And I'm notorious for forgetting to give our wine club members their tasting cards. So it's totally understandable that when we forget the envelopes, but hopefully we don't. Otherwise, don't be afraid to say, hey, don't forget my envelope, and we will be more than happy to give it to you. Well, honestly, I'm pretty bummed that the Glitz Spritz didn't get to play. I'm trying to guess. I want to say the Glitz, I'm going to assume she went with some frosted cranberry and that the glitter in the frosted cranberry is the glitz part of it. And then, spritz is in the name. So, there's got to be some Sprite or some ginger ale, something sparkling in there. Or knowing Allie, it's probably Sunday Fun Day or Bubbly Booze Day. But don't worry though. The internet will work again someday soon and we'll be able to just upload that onto Facebook and you'll be able to watch the Poor Decisions episode in full. Well, guys, it's kind of a short episode this week. I hope you guys all have a day or two off here to enjoy some time with friends and family and loved ones. And just take some time to relax and reflect that we made it through another year of this crazy COVIDness and we're moving on to another year. Hopefully 2022 is going to be better. I don't know. I guess we will, only time will tell. But I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And we'll be here at the winery almost business as usual, except for Friday closing early and Saturday spending the day with family. But cheers, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye.